Hello there, it's 4 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon and I have not done anything yet today. Let's make a dress. Today I want to take this old cosplay, beautiful, yes, not really, it's not beautiful, that's why I'm doing this, and turn it into a dress. I have already ripped up the fabric into usable pieces, as you can see here in this picture. Yes, beautiful, lovely. So I don't have any plans, so let's do this. And by clean off this desk, I 100% mean putting everything here into a box so that I don't have to deal with it today. So, cue the time lapse. So, there's the box where I put everything that was on the desk, so I don't have to deal with it right now. There is a mess of stuff that I also have to deal with, but I don't want to deal with right now, and underneath that is the fabric that I harvested from that old cosplay. So, let's make something. Okay. So first I needed a pattern to work with, and I accomplished this not by going and buying a pattern like most people might, but by being cheap and making more work for myself and copying one of my dresses that I already owned. So I just laid the dress out on a bunch of pattern paper and traced around it the best that I could. Where I needed to, I would put my finger on the seam and lift the fabric up so I could put a dot where my finger was, and therefore tracing the inner seams of the dress. After I accomplished that, I traced all around my pattern pieces, adding 1/2 inch of seam allowance. When I was done, I cut them out. And then I pinned all of my pattern pieces to my fabric and cut them out. Next was pinning everything together. Now this was a bit of a bitch to pin together because this dress has princess seams, and princess seams are curved seams, and those are very, very, very hard to pin together. So I didn't show it, but I actually cut each of the bodice pieces out in white fabric and in pink fabric, and here I am just pinning together the lining fabric and the pink fabric and adjusting the neckline. The original dress that I was making my pattern off of had a higher neckline, and I wanted something that was lower because this was supposed to be like a summery dress. And here you can see me pressing my seams. Be a good noodle and always remember to iron your seams. So I have no clue what was on my fabric, but this happened when I ironed it. So I get to rip this out and sew a new piece. After I cursed the sewing gods and recut out that piece of fabric and sewed it back into my bodice, I moved on to working on the skirt. This piece of fabric, this used to be a pant leg, so one end of it needs to be straightened before I can put it on to the bodice to be the skirt of my dress. So you see this is straight, that is not. I'm gonna straighten that out now. So yeah, that's basically all I did for the skirt. I trimmed everything to make sure it was even, and then both of these pieces got gathered down in their entirety. So it was a lot of fabric, but I wanted the skirt to be nice and poofy, and so I achieved this by gathering the entire width of all the fabric. So it has been a while since I started making this dress, maybe about 2 weeks now, and I have not been working on it at all because I'm lazy, and I've also been working on it off of camera, so I don't have all the footage that I should, but I am here tonight. My plan is to attempt to finish it. We will see what happens. This is where I'm at now. I have the skirt going onto the bodice, and then, if my camera will focus, and then the bias tape here to go onto the bodice to make the straps. Then I have my zipper over here. Yes, I know that is not the kind of color you want to use for a dress like this, but it's what I pulled out of the cosplay that I'm making this dress from. So you work with what you got. It'll be a fun accent piece. At least that's what I'm telling myself. Okay, I'm going back to work. So again, I didn't show it, but I sandwiched the bodice of the dress in between the 2 layers of the skirt, and I sewed that all together. Next was adding the bias tape. Yes, I made this bias tape myself from the fabric of the dress, but I did not record it. This is the monster who ruins all of my videos. You think you're pretty cute, oh my god, she's purring. Hi. Okay, I forgive you. Oh, I do not have the time for a cuddle session right now. Is that why you came up here? Oh, little baby. And then you give in to the desires of your animals because they're way too adorable and there's no way you could ever say no to that face. So all of the bias tape got sewn on and then I ironed it to make it look pretty and then I folded it over and the next step was to start hand sewing the bias tape down. So this is the second sewing needle I've had to pull out of my plate of pins because I lost the first one, and it wasn't until I was in the bathroom looking in the mirror that I found the first one. Right there. So I am going to do the rest of the hand sewing on my bed. It's very unstable on my bed, so I doubt I'm going to record, but it's nothing you guys haven't seen before, and then I will come back when I'm sewing the zipper. Okay, bye. Hello, I am back. I am now installing the zipper. This is a normal zipper, but I'm installing it like an invisible zipper because I don't remember how to do a normal zipper. Is this the right way to do this? Absolutely not. Am I going to do it? Yes. I interrupt our regularly scheduled programming for a brief interlude to my kitchen to make some mac and cheese because I'm hungry. Did I go and try on the dress? Yes, I did. Does it fit me? No. However, I did have the intentions of not wearing a bra with this dress, and luckily it is tight enough that I don't need to. So, I mean, I guess that's a perk, right? Also, I quite like the contrast of the zipper. I think it's pretty cute. And in trying on my dress, I totally forgot that I was making mac and cheese. So I'm still confused and mildly annoyed that the dress doesn't fit me, that the bust came out a little bit too small because it's modeled after a dress that does fit me. Like, I just traced the dress. But somewhere along the line the measurements got a little bit screwed up, I guess. But it's a pretty cute dress. I haven't sewn anything in a long time, so I'm honestly surprised that it fits me as well as it does. And now I don't have to wear a bra with it, so you know. So now I still have to close up the back of the skirt and do the hem, and then after that, hand sew the bias straps.